Alright, let's go. So it starts off where Loki pulls up to Earth already on some demon timing. Look at his smile. Bro is up to no good. Bro starts flying and stabs this one S.H.I.E.L.D agent with the scepter, then blasts his scepter at the other one. Damn! Bro immediately disintegrated, bro.
Barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert.
He then hypnotizes Hawkeye and Eric Selvig so he can use them as his minions. And while Nick Fury trying to get up out of there, Loki like, hold on playa, and makes Hawkeye shoot at his ass and takes the Tesseract. The reason why he pulled up to Earth is because Thanos told him, if I don't get the Tesseract, that's your ass. Since he wants to conquer Earth and doesn't want that Thanos belt, bro gladly wanted to do this shit. But Thanos, I think you sent the wrong guy. Cause if you think a nigga like Loki can get the job done, you are sadly mistaken. Nick Fury realizes he's gonna need some help and tells Agent Coulson to call reinforcements. They realize these S.H.I.E.L.D agents are gray loot. They're as useless as the Brooklyn Nets. What do they even do? So Coulson has these heroes on speed dial to tell them to defeat Loki. While all this is going on, my boy Loki is causing mayhem in Germany. So Loki goes outside with a clean fit and he got the crowd running like the people who go to leave the beef at home parties.
Hey, yo, my life's like a movie, my eyes are like a Uzi, jacuzzi. Get the fuck out of the way!
Loki walking down the street aura farming while using his scepter to fling the cop car upside down. He using the scepter like it's the up and atomizer from GTA. So Loki uses his shadow clone jutsu to tell these people to kneel. I am Loki, god of mischief. You puny humans were made to be ruled.
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
Gramps not trying to hear all that. He probably survived the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and listening to Krishan Rock's music, and he thought he was untouchable. Loki was like,
What did you say, nigga?
Loki immediately ups his pull on Gramps, preparing to shoot at his ass. But Pete, my boy Captain America, swooping in and deflects the shot with the shield, which then sends Loki to the ground looking like Mojo Jojo. Yo, Steve, you my guy. But what do they got you wearing? Coulson needs his ass whooped for giving him this Spirit Halloween ass fit. So Black Widow pulls up with a Quinjet and tells Loki to stand down. But Loki does not care and shoots at her, but she dodges it. Cap throws his shield at bro and punches him in the cheek. But Loki hits him with the scepter. Cap realizes he's gonna get his ass folded like Jake Paul in front of Natasha.
What's up, baby?
What's your problem, nigga? You didn't win.
So he knew he had to lock in. Bro tries to redeem himself, but Cap, we're good, bro. Cause Tony aura farms and hacks through her radio.
Hey baby girl, miss me?
Tony swoops down and blasts his repulsors at Loki, which causes him to surrender. You think Black Widow want me? She mines, old ass nigga. They transport Loki into S.H.I.E.L.D headquarters to keep him imprisoned. I'm crying. Bro is a literal god at making the Asgardians look bad, getting his ass tag teamed by humans. So while they're flying, they hear some thunder and Loki starts shaking in his boots. Scared of a little lightning? I'm not overly fond of what follows. Thor pulls up clean as shit on top of the Quinjet.
No. Wait. Wait.
So Iron Man locks in and puts his helmet on, but bro should have known, don't mess with the god of thunder. Cause Thor comes in and beats his ass with Mjolnir, grabs Loki by his neck and gets up out of there. Iron Man not letting that slide and flies out to get his ones, and Cap follows right behind him. Thor and Loki talking to each other like a married couple.
This chicken is cold.
Listen well, brother. I'm listening. Iron Man tackles Thor so hard he trying to give him that Antonio Brown CTE. Don't touch me again. I'm gonna touch you however I want, no diddy. Iron Man should have known not to mock the Asgardians, cause Thor throws the hammer causing him to eat straight dirt. Loki's having a front seat cause he's relieved he's not the one getting his ass whooped this time. Thor uses Mjolnir to power up electricity and blasts it at Iron Man.
Power 400% capacity.
How about that? And returns it back to Thor. After they done squabbling looking like a Dragon Ball Z fight, Captain America, the old geezer that he is, pulls up and tells him that's enough. I'm too old to deal with this BS. I gotta wake up and yell at clouds tomorrow. Thor, if you really mess with us, you'll drop that hammer. Bad call, he loves his hammer. You want me to drop the hammer, little bro? And bro flies towards Cap and hits Mjolnir with the shield. They're looking at each other like a triangle. Look at this, man, the big three. Nah, Hulk, we good, bro. After that Infinity War incident, we send your ass to the Avengers G-League team. Start throwing lobs with Hot Guy. So Loki locked up in the S.H.I.E.L.D hellcarrier, and Black Widow interrogates him. Loki starts saying the evilest, blasphemous shit ever, like saying the Cowboys are gonna make it to the Super Bowl one day. Black Widow tears up like a girl who got caught cheating. Like, bitch, you're the one who cheated. Natasha says, you're a monster, like an anime dub voice actor, and Loki smiling ear to ear because he's seeing that Black Widow cake right in front of him. But Black Widow pulls the ultimate jutsu because she was fake crying listening to the god of mischief snitch on himself by keeping Banner in the lab to prevent him from unleashing the Hulk. Loki realizes he got cooked. Psych, that was part of the plan this whole time, because the whole gang is in the lab out here talking shit about each other. Captain America tells Tony he'll fuck his bitch and tells the nigga to put on the gloves and box. That Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley treatment. Some people don't even know Cap and Tony was beefing way before Civil War. Bruce Banner wondering why is S.H.I.E.L.D making weapons of mass destruction. Nick Fury like,
Get out there. That nigga is get out there.
Thor like, me? Bro, confused as hell.
I'm like, what did he say fuck me for?
While all that's going on, Hawkeye and the S.H.I.E.L.D agents that are mind controlled by Loki explode the Hellcarrier's engine like a Samsung phone. Loki hitting the Sukuna smile. Bro knows the chaos has just begun. Black Widow gets her leg stuck next to Bruce Banner, transforming into the Hulk. And not gonna lie, this frame is crazy. I know y'all at home watching this like these out here bricked. Hey, watch out, bruh, with your freaky ass. She gets unstuck and starts running for her life, but Thor swoops in and they start fighting, but Thor calls him Banner. Bro should have known not to call him that, cause Hulk recreates what Chris Brown was doing to Rihanna, but Thor not going for that and calls his little bro Mjolnir and smacks Hulk with it. Hulk trying to Odell that hoe, but he's struggling to lift it up, looking like Blueface trying to lift weights. Maria like, hey, somebody get the Hulk, he gonna tear this bitch apart. So backup pulls up, but Hulk eating all those bullets. And when the Hulk had eye contact with the pilot, Hulk looking at this plane like it's free eats.
Fried catfish, yams, collard greens, mac and cheese, cornbread,
And starts tearing it up.
Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
We head to Thor getting his ass fooled once again by Loki. Bro, why do you keep letting him do this to you? Agent Coulson starts saying some bullshit instead of shooting him instantly. I'm tired of the people in superhero movies, bro. Why can't you just do the thing you want to do right then and there? Loki stabs him from behind and Thor looking like Simba. No! So after Coulson saw the game over screen, Nick Fury trying to gaslight Cap talking about some
Guess he never did get you to sign them.
Boy, if you don't
Cap do not give a damn. I'm joking, y'all. Cap wouldn't do something like that. Tony probably would, though. You see how Coulson was making Pepper show all 32 teeth? So the Avengers suit up, equip all their badges, and unite to try and defeat Loki. Hawkeye stops being hypnotized with the help of Nat, and they're ready to avenge.
But anywho,
Tony heads back to Stark Tower and tells Loki, you gonna lose tonight, no OT. But if we do somehow lose, you can be damn well sure we'll avenge it. Loki pulls a Helen Keller by not trying to hear that yap session and tries to hypnotize Tony. But nope, that shit do not work. Looking like Ben Simmons trying to enter any NBA facility. Tony starts trolling his ass, but Loki throws him out the window. Tony Stark thought one step ahead because with the help of Mark 7, he spins the block on his ass. Loki's so trash, bro. So the portal opens up and all the S.H.I.E.L.D army goes flying through, causing all this destruction. Loki on top of Stark Tower hitting that Fire Lord Ozai. But just like Fire Lord Ozai getting whooped by a 13-year-old kid, Loki finna lose too, but let's see how this plays out. Thor comes swooping down and tells Loki to stop this madness before I feed you to the wolves back at Asgard. Loki jumps down, blocks Mjolnir, Thor weaves the scepter, then deflects Loki's shot and they end up removing the R. Kelly initials off of Stark Tower. I know somebody on the ground probably running for their lives, and they're like, is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's goddamn letters.
What the H?
Loki weaves Mjolnir, smashes Thor's head with glass, and Black Widow and Hawkeye spectating Thor getting his ass fried. Damn.
Y'all are trash.
Clint tries to shoot at Loki, but I don't know how he got his name Hawkeye, cause he's shooting the missiles like he's Stevie Wonder. Loki shoots back at them, which causes them to spin around like a tornado, then crash landing on straight concrete. We cut back to Thor and Loki squabbling, and my boy Thor spamming the punch button on the controller. He doing Loki so crazy, the cameraman starts having the qualities of a person trying to record a school fight. Thor shows him all the destruction he's causing. Loki looks like he's having a change of heart. I don't want to be the bad guy anymore. And Thor's like, we can stop this together, head ass. But Loki stabs Thor and gets tricked again. Thor gets up, kicks him towards glass, lifts him up like a WWE title belt, and throws him to the ground. Loki looking like Mojo Jojo again, but Loki pops a revive and gets up out of there, landing on one of the Chitauri hover bikes. So the Avengers look up and see the portal's holes expanding wider than an IG thought. So they're just standing there, menacingly, because the three most powerful niggas on the team aren't with them. So the Chitauri army giving belt to ass to millions of New York City residents. That 2021 Trae Young treatment. That man had New York in shambles that year.
Suck my Trae Young. Trae Young. I'll be back.
No, you ain't.
Hey, so we gonna save these people or we just gonna camp?
I don't know. I just got here.
So since New York is about to turn into rubble in about 30 minutes, Hawkeye doesn't want to stay on the Avengers G League team because he starts putting up 2018 LeBron numbers. Bro looking for that max contract, and it's okay, we'll give you Hulks because I don't know where the hell he at right now. Captain America jumps off the bridge, runs at sonic speed trying to dodge the missiles, and hits a Simone Biles flip to barely stick the landing, something Rod Wave would never be able to do. Hey, why does do aura farming? Which hoe he trying to impress? I don't know, that hoe probably me. So Captain America runs a 4-4 to the cops, and they looking at him like he's crazy or something. I mean, if I saw a in a Spirit Halloween fit, I would look at him the same way. Not gonna lie, I seen Lil TJ still trying to rap in the Big 26 for some reason. Also just seen Brooklyn Nets fans being delusional about winning a championship someday. And not gonna lie, I'm mad hungry, so I could probably go for a bacon, egg, and cheese right about now. The cops like,
Yo, who the fuck is this nigga?
so the Chitauri army pulls up out of nowhere, catwhacks one with the shield, rocks the shit out of the other one, and slices one of their arms like Swiss cheese. And look at bro, hitting the look away. Bro had to stand there for 10 seconds hitting the Michael Jackson for aura farming points. So the cop realizes this man means business. 8. Make sure to keep Lil TJ away from microphones. Let the Chitauri have Barclays Center looking like a building from Bikini Bottom. And somebody, please get this man a bacon, egg, and cheese. So while Black Widow, Captain America, Hawkeye, and Thor put it in work, Hulk and Iron Man go ghost like Danny Phantom and disappear like a dad going to get the milk when he found out his son wants to be a dancer.
Nigga, did I just catch you having fun?
But Iron Man finally puts on the jersey by hitting this mean ass corner to shoot his missiles at the Chitauri Leviathan. But Tony realized the lights are too bright because it doesn't even get phased. So he just skedaddles out of there and turns on the jets while he leads it. So while the rest of the Avengers are giving pain to the Chitauri, Bruce Banner finally pulls up because when the world needed him most, he vanished. But it's okay, he back though. Damn, so this all looks terrible. Nah, it's not as bad as what Loki was doing to Tony. Hey, you still talking shit? We can still put on the gloves. So while Iron Man leads the Chitauri Leviathan towards them, Bruce is just spectating. Bro, is you going to change? Get angry. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry. Then he punches the dog shit out of it. Where was this energy in Infinity War, bro? Iron Man then shoots at it and Cap covers Nat so he don't turn into barbecue chicken. One of the Chitauri soldiers takes off his mask and damn bro is chopped. Got that cuff from DNA. So the Avengers assemble getting ready to put that work in and Loki's up top hating. You can always tell when a dude hating for real.
Nigga, you just hating, feel me? That's why you ain't never gonna have no paper, ain't never gonna have no bitches, feel me?
And sends more of the Chitauri army to cause chaos. Loki moments away of putting New York City in the history books, but the Avengers not letting that happen. They still need them to keep losing NBA playoff games. Hawkeye, I need you to go crazy on those bow and arrows. If you fail me, you going back to the Avengers G League team. Iron Man, you have the perimeter. Don't forget we still gotta run the 15-second fade after this. Don't duck.
Whatever, nigga.
Thor, make sure that hammer causes pain. Have their teeth looking like pianos. Also cut that hair off. You out here looking like Sydney Sweeney. Natasha, if you keep looking at me like a bad bitch, you gonna get your ass crushed. And Hulk, smash. So after Captain America's done being Coach Carter, the Avengers split up and do their thing. Hulk jumps up and grabs one of the Chitauri soldiers and jumps to the next building and smashes the other soldier, pause, and jumps into incoming Chitauri traffic to cause even more damage to New York as possible. Hulk gonna have a civilian's car looking like these. Thor's on top camping, charging all of the electricity to wipe all the Chitauri army coming through. And it seems like Thor had a brain blast because for some reason, bro wants to start being OP now, even though Loki was having him like these. Hawkeye like, I'm way too good to be demoted to the Avengers G League team. So he starts hitting no-lookers like he's Stephen Curry. While Hawkeye starts shooting his arrows at the Chitauri chasing Iron Man, Tony starts zooming, hitting Hezzies to avoid the Chitauri. The army chasing bro like a lot of y'all with these light skins. We pan back to Hulk and he running through this building. And for some reason, the citizens think the best way to avoid destruction is to camp in buildings. Me personally, I would have been like,
I'm not gonna be here.
A decade and a half later, Sentry was giving them Vietnam flashbacks. Anyways, Hulk jumps out the window to steer the Leviathan, inches away from turning these citizens to a final destination scene. We pan back to Black Widow and she weaves this attack, zaps bro in the back of the head and shoots him. Black Widow looking like Squidward, so she tells Cap,
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad.
Black Widow wants to get to the Tesseract, but she gonna need a whip. So she uses Captain's shield as a boost, looking like John Morant, both with the vert and with the guns. So she then grabs onto the ride, then stabs bro and kicks him off, looking like a GTA player. So the Chitauri in the front must have the hearing of Helen Keller, cause for some reason he didn't hear his homie getting abused behind him and Black Widow stabs bro to use him as a steering wheel, driving like she's in Fast and Furious. Tony and Cap try to boost team chemistry and Tony uses Cap's shield to deflect the shot to the Chitauri. I've been praying for times like this, man. The beef might be squashed. We pan to Thor and Hulk leaking up, the Neolithic version of Ragnarok, and they're on top of the Leviathan putting up LeBron and Kyrie numbers. Thor uses Mjolnir to make the thing crash land into the train station. Hulk peeps that Thor was trying to aura farm in front of the New York bad bitches, so he humbles them quickly. So the military finally pulls up, thank God, because the Avengers were looking like Jimmy Butler back in the bubble, but this time without the Rachel Nichols allegations. So all the citizens flee to the underground subway to hide there. And while they camping, the S.H.I.E.L.D. soldier is holding a bomb preparing to turn everything and everyone into smithereens. But Captain America gets a call to stop the situation and pulls up clean as hell. He throws his shield at bro, knocking him out. The other S.H.I.E.L.D. soldier starts blasting, but Captain America dives to the ground. Keep in mind, the bomb is moments away from turning these people into barbecue chicken, so Cap knows he has no time to waste. He kicks the table at them, punches one of them in the gut, puts him in a noogie, and throws him off like trash. Peep all of these women staring at him, out here looking like a Chris Brown concert, with the gunshots included. So the S.H.I.E.L.D. want to be L-Mans in front of the hoes and tries to rip off Cap's helmet. But he not going for that, looking like T-Banks when that guy behind him try to snatch his ski, cause bro knows he ain't made that trip to Turkey yet. The soldier shoots at bro, but Cap backflips behind the soldier, catching friendly fire and uses him as a shield. The bomb detonates and Cap uses his shield for cover, but gets his ass landed on top of the car, looking like Adonis when he got his ass knocked out. Captain America is seeing all this destruction, but didn't seem to care when wanted to turn this building in Nigeria like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Steve, you are never beating the allegations. We pan back to Black Widow still using bro as a go-kart and Loki on that ass. So Black Widow calls her best friend with benefits, Hot Guy. If you get bro off me, we can do something later. Now go lie, this team been passing you around like a blunt, but I got you, shawty. Hot Guy shoots his arrow at Loki, but he catches it. Okay, Loki, that was pretty impressive. He might be him for oh shit! But wait, here's another Loki out for y'all. Cause while Loki lands at Stark Tower, barely able to move, he stands up and Hulk tackles his ass, giving him CTE, which decks him off the wall. Enough! I'm a god, ugly ass creature. I am Loki, Prince of Asgard.
Nigga, did I just catch you wanting to be shit?
Hulk picks him up and starts giving him a whooping and slams his ass to the ground. Hulk got Loki looking like Goku in that hole. So Hulk starts thinking he that guy and tries to form a sentence with the minuscule brain power that he has, looking like Coulson trying to read books.
Puny god.
So Black Widow arrives at the Tesseract and Eric Selvig tells her the scepter is the only way to close the portal. And while that's happening, Thor looking like Prime Curry going against a double team. And this Leviathan ship goes through the building trying to have Thor for dinner. So Iron Man pulls up and tries to shoot his lasers from the outside, but it don't work. But he remembers, I'm Tony Stark.
I'm a genius!
So he gets a brain blast and goes through the insides of it and blows it up. But he didn't realize the consequence of the explosion makes him crash land into the bus stop, then to a taxi which causes him to eat concrete. The S.H.I.E.L.D. doing Iron Man dirty. They didn't even let him get the chance to stand up, blasting him to the floor. Iron Man might be cooked. As an inconvenience, Hawkeye runs out of arrows and he switches to melee combat. Hawkeye does a 180 and sees an entire fleet of S.H.I.E.L.D. coming after him.
I'm in danger.
Clint thinking how he probably gonna lose a limb after this, but he's like, not today. So he runs away, jumps off the building in mid-air, and uses the grappler to get inside the building. So Captain America, Hawkeye, and Iron Man are on very low HP, but Hulk's still going crazy, smashing the S.H.I.E.L.D. soldiers' paws. So a fleet pulls up on Hulk and starts emptying the clip, and Hulk is doing absolutely nothing but taking it. We pan back to Iron Man and the S.H.I.E.L.D. jumping bro and tells him to fight back, the Neolithic Tony Stark jumping. So he tells Jarvis to lock in, and he starts blasting his repulsors at them and dips up out of there. We see the duo of Thor and Captain America beating the hell out of the S.H.I.E.L.D., but Cap gets blasted and falls to the ground. Thor blocks all of the S.H.I.E.L.D. shots with Mjolnir and punches the car, crushing the S.H.I.E.L.D. like bugs. Thor then pulls Cap up. Bro, you alright? Yeah, just light work.
You lying? Yeah.
So Black Widow uses the scepter to turn off the machine to end this madness. But the council already decided that New York is free eats, and they come to the conclusion that their last resort is to nuke the whole generation by blowing up the entirety of NYC. But Tony Stark gets the call from Nick Fury to stop the nuke. He carries it on his back, carries it through the city and up through the portal, then proceeds to use the nuke to blow up the mothership. And bruh, the Avengers are ready to close the portal. Damn, give my boy some time to come back down. But in a miracle, Tony makes it through and starts free falling down from the sky, and the rest of the Avengers are just spectating. But Hulk comes in clutch and catches him, bringing him down, and just throws his ass away. And not gonna lie, the rest of the Avengers preparing that Tony Stark funeral, cause Brody is not waking up, but they 11 years too early. Hulk screams louder than Zoe Spencer and wakes his ass up. So yeah, no funeral food that's so good you forgot who the hell died. But hold on, job's not finished. Cause first they gotta get some eats, and second, while Loki on 1 HP, the Avengers pull up on him and ups the pole and flexing their win, even though every other citizen and business owner clearly lost. So yeah, that wraps up the video. Y'all go like and subscribe for more videos like this. Y'all go follow my IG, and I'ma see y'all later.